If you have been with us for some period of time on this show, you know that we endorse a lot of things. We endorse college football Saturdays being sacred. We endorse, what else do we endorse? We endorse field storming. We endorse talking smack during the offseason. And we fully and wholeheartedly endorse spring propaganda. So with that being said, I put the call to action out on my Twitter page, at JD Pickell, and I said, what is the best spring propaganda that has hit your timeline thus far? Now, this is some spring propaganda that broke over the weekend with Student Appreciation Day out there at Ohio State. Jeremiah Smith, we're going to play this clip for you, absolutely lit the whole place on fire. Like, there's probably this part of you, if you're an Ohio State fan, saying, you know, don't get too hyped, don't get too hyped, don't get too hyped. And oh my gosh, Jeremiah Smith just made this play and it's on my Twitter feed. Not just the fact that he adjusted to the football in the air, and he's a true freshman going out and tracking this thing and throws the ball like a dog at the end there. Absolutely love that mentality from number 4. But it's also the fact that look at who's in coverage here. If you're listening on podcast, I'll kind of illustrate it for you. You got Denzel Burke, who's an all Big Ten selection at corner, and you got Caleb Downs, who's a freshman All-American at safety. Kind of both playing in the hip pocket of sorts over Jeremiah Smith. Snags the ball, acrobatic catch. Get hyped. Get hyped if you're an Ohio State fan. I understand we're kind of trying to temper expectations a little bit around this kid. I would say forget tempering expectations. Get fired up. He's going to be a dog day one. A play like that only juices that up even further if you're an Ohio State fan. I'll stay in the Big Ten Conference, and this is a really short clip we're going to play here because we don't want to get copyrighted all the way to prison. Dylan Raiola is an early enrollee. Rocket launching here, as you see if you're watching on YouTube, right in the bucket, baby. Right in the absolute bucket. This gives me some really good vibes for a lot of reasons. Tight spiral, if you're looking at this thing on YouTube. Ball turns over. It's not something that's fluttering and kind of hanging up there in the air. Turns over like an absolute missile. Outside shoulder, too. So if the DB's playing inside, that's in the perfect spot. Also, he just looks cool, dude. He got the shooting sleeve on, the throwing arm. Got the visor. Got the hand warmer in the back there. Dylan Raiola's got the lettuce out the back of the helmet, too. Like, get fired up. Some people are going to say, well, JD, you're getting too hyped about this. You're getting too hyped around one clip, one throw from Dylan Raiola. I would say, you know what? You're getting too hyped. Don't tell me I'm getting too hyped. You're getting too hyped. It's Nebraska offensive football that's been kind of let's call it a spade. It's been the weak point for Alabama, for Nebraska over the course of the last year. They scored 18 points a game. 18 points a game last season. They threw for 136 yards a game. This is the great hope for Nebraska is Dylan Raiola. Get fired up, some great spring propaganda, and we appreciate the good folks out there in Lincoln for allowing us to use that clip. So YouTube, don't copyright us here. Next spring propaganda. Quarterbacks are a big staple here for spring propaganda. Check out Cam Ward. Just dealing the pill like a shady pharmacist here at spring practice. Now, I understand this is ISO footage of him. Oh, nice little throw in the middle of the net there. I love this one right here. Uncorks it deep. Ball has more RPMs than Steve Wiltfong dropped yesterday. This is a reason to be excited. Also, look at the swag on him, too. We got the towel. We got the shooting sleeve. We got the visor. Got the little hop as we throw the football away in quick game. I understand. It's early, and this is a nice one here right now. Drops it in the bucket. I don't know how far that is. Might be 30 yards, might be 40 yards, could be 50 yards. But just the overall swag from the dude. He's out there playing darts in real time at spring practice right now if you're Miami. People are going to say, calm down. Say, no, you calm down. This dude is playing darts at spring practice. As an offense, Miami, 3.5% of the passes they threw last year. 3.5% ended in interceptions. And we got this dude putting on an aerial assault during the indoor open practice period for our media. So I'd be fired up, a Miami fan. I understand the juice. I'd be juiced too. Last one to get to here, staying in the Sunshine State. This is one we're not going to play a video because I do think we'd get copyrighted, so we're not going to do that here. Just going to show you a little freeze frame. Keziah Holmes, 215 pounds, hurdling another grown man. Now, you lose Trey Benson. He had 900 yards last year, 14 touchdowns. You got Roydell Williams, Lawrence Toafili. But Keziah Holmes providing a little spring propaganda to your timeline, jumping over another dude. That has to be exciting, man. That has to be exciting because that's kind of been the bread and butter for Florida State over the last couple of seasons with Jordan Travis running the show. DJU now, you're breaking a new quarterback, so that makes the run game even more important. To be able to have a balanced attack offensively and to know that defenses have to worry about you pounding the rock and throwing it deep, I understand. It's one snapshot. You can watch the full clip on Twitter if you want to. It'll get you even more juice. But I'm just telling you, for those of y'all that are listening on podcast, I'll paint the picture. Keziah Holmes is hurdling, as I've said multiple times here, another grown man, and he doesn't even break stride after that. So to do that at 2:15 makes it even more impressive. But all we're trying to say here is there's a lot of propaganda out there. Some folks say don't buy into it. We say the exact opposite. We say get fired up. Drink all the Kool-Aid you can. Don't lose your spring season. All right? Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of The Hard Count. Also, be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.